Hi, everybody. This is Nate. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Meet the Psychic Press. I have three fantastic guests today, Brenda, Kyle, and Denise, who will introduce themselves. I want to thank every one of you for watching this show. This is a show where you, the audience, get the chance to come into this recording studio and ask me the questions that you want to ask me. And I'm always looking for volunteers or journalists who want to come here and ask me questions. So if you want to be the next one, please feel free to email me. And I have my email in the description box. But with no further ado, let's welcome Brenda into the show. Hi, Brenda.
Hi, and of course, I am Brenda. I'm a Democrat in the Deep South, so I'm very happy to find this show and participate. This is for entertainment purposes. My first question is, um,
Uh,
they say,
Brenda, we Brenda, we will. I appreciate your question. We'll just introduce everyone
oh,
first before we get
okay,
to question. Sorry
you want me
about
to
that.
start
That's
over
totally
so you
fine.
can cut that?
No, it's fine.
Okay, okay.
We
Sorry.
have the right to do this. But I also want to say, since this is the opportunity to welcome Brenda again to this show because you were on, I believe, the first or second show. So thank you for your
Awesome.
opportunity to come back. So we're coming back to you in a minute.
Okay.
Welcome, Kyle, and also Kyle happens to be
Hi.
also a light worker, and she has a YouTube channel. So Kyle, please tell us all
Thank
about
you.
you.
Hi there. I'm Kyle Therese Cranston. I'm a spiritual consultant, psychic medium, and I do reading, soul coaching, Reiki, crystal energy healing. Did I already say mediumship? Mediumship. I'm trying to make sure I got everything. And I am also, oh, my YouTube channel is the same as my name, is Kyle Therese Cranston. That's my handle on Facebook and Instagram too. I try to keep it simple. And I too, like Brenda, am a Democrat. I'm in Kansas. So not exactly the deep south, but pretty red except for my cute little town. I live right by KU, so it's a little bit more liberal. They call it the blue dot. So
Well, thank you for being here, Kyle, and
thank
I
you. I'm
also
excited.
appreciate you very much. And we'll be sure to put your information and Denise as well in the description box of this video and as well as the first comment pinned. So please, by all means, check Kyle's and Denise's channel and potentially get a reading from them because they are both very talented. But I also want to give an opportunity for Denise to introduce herself. And I also want to say happy birthday because I know it was very recent.
Yes, my birthday was on December 3rd and I turned 70. And as a 70-year-old, it was like all the chains of your past life just kind of fall away, you guys. And I've talked to other 70-year-olds. And so this is something you all have to look forward to, is because when you get to a certain age, it's just like it don't matter anymore. No, all the things that bother you, other people mess with you. So 70's beautiful, you guys. Um, and I'm on live 3 days a week, Mondays and Fridays at 11 a.m., Wednesday nights at 7 with two other readers, and sometimes I have other people. I will be on Christmas Eve. I will be on New Year's Eve because I don't have a life except YouTube. So, except my friend Nancy, she's spending the night with me right now because um, her carbon monoxide poison thing went off at 3 o'clock this morning. So
Oh,
she calls me and says, "Can I come to your house?" And I'm like, "Of course," you know. So at 3:30 this morning, I was welcoming a guest in my home who's been a friend since I was 18.
Oh.
And so, and this is what I'm talking like now is how my show goes. You are my family.
no, that's beautiful. And so your channel is Denise Fletcher Tarot, like
Jotaro.
that, as you can see here. And
Yeah.
everyone just checks Denise's channel and Kyle's channel. and I will also try to pop into their channels whenever I can. Yes.
I will. Yeah.
So let's start our show, and Brenda, we're gonna get going.
Okay, thank you. For entertainment purposes only. They say the women will bring down Trump. Women like AOC, MTG, Fannie Willis, Eugene Carroll, Letitia James, and Virginia Dufresne. Was what happened to Virginia Dufresne like her life purpose to expose sexual abuse of women and children by the wealthy and powerful men of the world by writing her book? I was wondering if you can connect with her and see if she has anything to share with us.
That's a great question. I have to say before I read on this question that we've discussed before that women would take Trump down. And I believe that this is particularly true of, in this case, like a victim, an abused victim, but also political opponents on the Democratic side, for example. But I got also a message, as you were saying, that let's not underestimate women on his side that can take him down. An example would be Pam Bondi, that can have an effect on him. So we immediately think of victim or political opponents, but I'm getting a message here that might actually be, sometimes your worst enemy can come from your side. And so I felt like there's something there that I'm hearing that we might want to keep in mind. But I understand that was not your question, but I just got this message. Let me pull a couple cards to see as far as kind of the victim side, the message is, remind me her first name just so I tune into her energy.
Virginia.
Virginia, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. First of all, she sees herself as a messenger, and that's for and foremost the messenger. I got that from the Page of Wands. I am here to tell a story. I am here to testify. I am here to be the one that's gonna bring this to light. And you can see the light here with the torch here. It's interesting because, again, coming as a page, and for all of you who know tarot, page are children underage, so there's definitely that energy here. But the Page of Pentacles, the money aspect as well, that's coming into the influences, the powers that be. I think this is to be a messenger about the abuse, telling her story, but also saying that everything that happened, I would say, in terms of power and money. And then the magician. And the magician, I feel like in her message, it's about this is an initiation. This is a brand new moment. We're turning the page here. This is a new phase that is happening. And I feel like it's more about what has yet to come from all of these experiences and what she's had to endure. It is a positive message. It's a positive message of bringing to light the problem. So we're aware of it, as painful as it is, we're aware of it, but we can also take action for the future. And I don't know if maybe Denise or Kyle, you want to comment on it, because it's such a heavy topic.
When you showed the light card, I just saw her like walking in a cave. Like she was like the first one to really and she kind of is leading the way and lighting the way for these other women to come forward. And it just breaks my heart, what she went through and that she's no longer with us. And yeah. And I
Yeah.
just feel like she really was a trailblazer in helping a lot of these women.
Yeah, look, I mean, that
And I
torch.
pulled 3 cards.
Yeah.
Two of Cups, Chariot, Empress. Otherwise, yes, the females are moving forward to take down the
Yeah.
Epstein corruption.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I pulled on that.
Oh, I should have
Thank
brought my
you.
cards down. I left them upstairs.
Well,
I make
you're
my
gonna be
husband. I'll make
using
my.
your
I'll make my husband. I'll make my husband get him. Bring him to me.
There you go.
Brenda, you wanna get to the next question?
Um, yeah, this is another political question.
Yeah.
So many Republicans are saying they're retiring. I'm just wondering if this is really kind of their plan, their agreement among them to retire so that so that they can take the vote away from the Democrats by having new Republicans say they won't betray the American people. They won't go by everything Trump says, but then when they get there, they will. They'll be paid, or I'm just wondering if that's their plan to keep it under Republican control.
Mhm.
I just don't trust them at all in any way.
I don't. And as you said that, I really got like an energy of just look beyond what you're being told, from the point of view like there's more to the story. I feel that this is a control issue. Let's just see what the cards say. Three of Pentacles, they're working as a team, they're working together. There's a plan. This is not just individuals retiring and then the Ten of Wands, they want to continue there to continue basically hurt that they're creating, they want to perpetrate it. And the Five of Wands, they want to continue to fight. So it's not like they're giving up by any means.
So they're just saying they're retiring, but they're not really planning that at all, or it's the
Or
second.
or they're not planning that, or they're planning it in a way that whoever's coming forward continue what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Mhm.
Okay. So my third question is again a political question, and so when all of this does end, I guess we'll find out how much money was stolen from the American people or our country. Also, I guess we're going to realize the damage that has been done to our military, our secrecy, our security, our book of secrets. And will we be safe, and will our allies stand with us again while we're in this rebuilding stage, while we're sort of trying to rebuild?
A couple things here as we look into this question. You mentioned when we'll know how much money has been stolen from us. I don't think
Oh,
we'll know. I don't think we'll know. I wish I could tell you, but immediately when you said that, I heard no, we'll never know. It's always going to be underestimated because there's part of its money that we can't even track. So how would we know if we can't track it? So right there, unfortunately, I got to tell you, this is going to be very underestimated, and yet it's going to be a big damage, but it's going to be underestimated. But yet we have to start somewhere with the numbers we have and what we have. The other part that I feel is I've never doubted the international community on his views of the United States, and they're clearly, and even the people, and I live overseas, and I understand very, very much how people feel about all this. It's never been about the Americans, it's always been about Trump. And people are making the difference very, very clearly. The same way we should make the difference between Russia, Putin, and the Russians. We're talking about three different things here. So that's very, very important. It is very clear that, all the allies know that It's almost feels like the energy I get from it. It's like there's an understanding that America has been hijacked. And
Yes.
so you kind of get that this is not a normal situation. And so it's not like, is this going to be like this forever? No, but there's a feeling that what is the biggest damage that I would tell you is that it has created such a sense of betrayal that other communities, countries, group of countries have decided that, well, yes, we know that this is really an outcome of Trump and the Trump administration, but it's also a learning that we also need to build our own, to care about ourselves and not trusting blindly that the US will be there for us. We can't. We
No.
can't. We can't. And so that's why Europe says we need to ramp up our own military. And if you look at what's going on in Europe, there's a massive ramp up in the military because there was NATO, but understanding that how reliable is NATO? I just give you an example, but it's fact and intuition at the same time. Article 5 of NATO says like one of us is attacked, all of us will respond in defense. I can tell you with what I feel that if there was a country in NATO that was attacked, I am not sure that Trump will protect and defend. I don't feel it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I don't feel it. I don't feel like he would abide by Article 5. I feel the energy is, he would find an excuse, he wouldn't drag his feet. And so that's a very unsettling energy. Let's just pull some cards around it.
Okay.
How do the allies feel about all this? Exactly. So what they see is Trump, the emperor, you know.
Ugh.
But look at that, the moon. The moon is the lack of trust, the illusions, the shadow. So it has nothing to do with working with Americas in the long run. I feel like that has never been the problem. But they decided to work Three of Pentacles between themselves and like Canada, like Australia, like traditional allies that are finding alliances between themselves in a temporary moment. But it's a shame. In my view, that's an opinion. It's really a shame.
Okay, thank you. So my fourth question and my last question is when that moment happens, where Trump and his administration are not there, will our allies, and actually the whole world has been through this as well as us, will it be a moment of strength, a moment of just heightened cooperation and strength, just a relief for us, a relief for them, and just sort of a happiness to, I think that the allies being stronger is a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel first, sorry, did I let you finish your question, Brenda? I apologize if I cut you.
Yes.
First of all, I got the Hierophant. This is like bringing people together. So there was this idea of kind of a new world order, the ability to bring people together. But look at this Nine of Wands. This is healing. Damage will be done. Let's just be very clear on that. Damage is done, will be done, and you don't undo things. I kind of use always like when the toothpaste is out of the tube, you can't put it back. It's too late. And so an example of that is when when the United States pulled away from the Paris Accord, the damage that's done during those years to the planet and global warming is done. It's a little bit like I know we're gonna talk about environmental issues later, but you know, there are stage of damages that have been done to the planet, and those stages we can't go backwards. Some of this
Yeah.
damage, when it's done, it's done. That's what you see with this card here. And then the Queen of Cups, there will be compassion, there will be understanding, but there will be a lot to rebuild. In other words, what I'm trying to say is that, as expected, that next phase is not a light switch, it's a process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rebuilding trust is not just a new leader comes in. And so, we're talking about relationships, rebuilding relationships. I also getting some messages here is that there will be damage at the financial level, at the currency level. And so, meaning like global finances, global depression, economic recessions, which in a way you look at it like feeling very negative about it, but in the spirit of your question, when you're in a moment of need, all the countries will work together to bring the economy back together. So that's going to be a plus from that standpoint, because the issues that are about to come on the economic side are going to be US and global. And right now we're in this illusion of an economy that's more or less working, that is not working. That is not working. The job numbers is false. The the there's such a differential in the economy with traditional companies and AI companies that are operating at different levels, that there's going to be some sort of an issue here, and that's going to create a lot of problems. And so we're going to have to rebuild relationships, but rebuild the economy as well.
Yeah. I think we'll all be relieved that at least it's all in a positive, going in a positive way, though. I'm hoping.
Yes. Thank you, Brenda. I believe that was your last question. Yeah.
Yes.
I
Thank you.
have a follow. Sorry.
Yes.
I have a follow-up question to what Brenda just asked. So when you pulled the Hierophant, I kind of got a hit that there might be another country that's going to kind of come out as like a leader, while they're kind of like the other countries are kind of working together. I don't know who or which one, but I really felt like it's someone that might have a woman leader
Mm.
or some strong. I was just getting some like so another country kind of emerging is someone that's going to be kind of on top, but I feel like there might be female energy around it. So I don't know. That's what
That's
I got.
interesting.
I don't know if
Could it,
anyone else got something similar.
could it be China?
Oh,
Because
they have a
their
woman in?
effort, will they have a woman replace him in China? I don't know what their political, I know Russia is Navalny's wife is what I'm thinking is,
Mm.
and I
Yeah.
don't think they'll become the main power of the world, but I think that will work with the rest of us.
Yeah.
And I think
Interesting.
maybe we're going to get a female president
Oh, I'd be so
I
in the United
yeah.
States.
I would love to
I
see that.
we know there's a couple starting uh in a very nice way, female leaders, the president of Mexico, the prime minister of Japan, which
Just
actually
yeah.
came through. It's interesting what you said about Xi in China, because I've actually got a hit that it's not going to be around for a long time. And
No.
so I feel like, that opens the door here. So there's a couple spots where female leaders could rise and take more of a role.
Mhm.
I agree with you, Kyle, that I feel like with more female leaders, this gives more of a chance for one in particular to lead more
Mhm.
of the world. Yeah.
When you said
President of
Japan, I got the chills.
Mexico. Hmm?
Yeah, Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, she's
Japan,
powerful.
very powerful.
Nice.
Yeah. Ooh, it gives me chills.
I got
I
chills
got
too. When you
chills
said
always.
Japan, I got chills. I love it.
Yeah,
Kyle,
it's
you want to
The
take it
angel
from there?
bumps.
yeah.
Sure. Sure, I call them angel bumps. I came up with some more questions too.
Yes.
So my first one is okay. So yay, Mitch McConnell's leaving. Grr. Thumbs down for him. Amy McGrath is running for his seat. She ran before and lost. She is an amazing, she's a Marine. She's so cool. Do you see her? How do you see her faring in that election? Come on, Amy.
Before I get there, and maybe you can tell me if you felt the same, but something felt very off the way that he won or she lost. It just didn't feel square and fair. I
Little
just didn't get,
cheating going on.
well,
I really like her. I was rooting for her. I was crushed when she lost. I was like, come on, she's a
okay.
Marine. Like, vote for
Let's
her.
see. Let's see how she will do. It's a big opportunity for her Nine of Cups.
Come on, Amy.
The moon, I feel like I see with the moon that there's obviously certain things going on behind the scenes,
Mm,
but also I feel like we were just talking about it. The female energy might be
mhm.
appealing. Um, the Ten of Swords is a bit challenging here
Yeah.
but let's just be really realistic. As much as we want her to win, they're gonna throw at her
Yeah.
everything they can. Final card, the world. She really has a chance, but I think they're gonna really, really go at it. Like,
It is Kentucky. I mean, it's
Well, that was like
historically,
Tennessee.
yeah, it
yeah,
was historically.
They're checking that one out because it was close, but you know,
yeah.
we know they're cheaters, so
I know, it's sad. When you have to
we
cheat
got
to
it.
win, that's just sad.
It is.
Okay. So I live in question two, unless anyone has a follow-up. Okay. I live in Kansas, and we are home of the awful senator that we nickname Roger Dodger. He's up for re-election in November, and there are several candidates. There's three women and one man so far that are running to like get for the primaries. I was just wondering if you saw a Democrat winning that. I don't care who. I'll take any of the four. Roger
So
needs to
we
go.
okay,
Roger needs to
and
go.
that would be kind for the midterms. We're looking at
Yes,
midterms.
November 2026. Yeah. So I don't know who he's going to
Would
run
a
against yet.
Democrat win for the
Then
midterm?
There's four candidates so far. It hasn't been narrowed down to who's going to go against him yet.
It doesn't feel super positive. I hate to tell you.
He's the worst. He doesn't
Well,
even
and
live here.
guess my first card was the devil. So alpha surprise here. The Two of Cups, I feel like one has particular chance. I feel more of a male candidate,
Okay,
but
so that would be Mike Sotart. I think.
the Five of Cups,
Oh,
I just don't feel like it's almost,
no.
with the Five of Cups, the sense of there's like some positive, but overall it's not strong
Yeah.
enough.
It's probably going to
So
be like
I would
Tennessee.
say my prediction would be a good showing, but not strong enough to win.
When will they learn? He doesn't even live here. He's the worst. Can't stand that guy. Sorry. Okay. So what do you see? Question three. What do you see for Jasmine Crockett's political future? I think she's
Oh,
running for Senate now because they iced her out of her House seat. So I think she's going to run for Senate.
I mean, she has a strong future,
She's
that's for
so
sure.
cool. I love her. I love her so much. She's a queen.
yes, she is.
Yeah. I love watching her school people. It makes me very happy. She starts quoting the Constitution and stuff. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I think you're gonna love what I got. First card is the Fool, but you see with the Fool that energy is here with the whole light here. I love this card
Mhm.
on this deck. It is very
Yeah.
illuminating. It's a light. She is the light, and it's a whole new beginning.
Yeah.
The Magician, that's something
Oh,
starting. She has all the tools. She's able. She has the youth, that young
Mm-hmm.
energy. This is where it gets super interesting. The King of Cups.
Hmm.
She might
ah,
be
Oh.
a vice president of
Mm-hmm.
a president, or vice versa. Or
Yep.
that's
in,
a,
I would say, partnering with a man. Let's just say
Mm-hmm.
partnering with a man
I
candidate.
could see that.
that's
I
exactly
feel
what I
like,
got. That's what I
I think
got in my head was like she vice president
I could see
someday.
that.
I don't know if it'll be
Yeah.
2028, but someday she will be vice president. That's what when
I
you were
think,
talking.
sorry.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
no,
Now my
Newsom's
son.
gonna pick her. I can see Newsom picking her as a running mate. I could see it.
and
Yeah.
wasn't he there? Wasn't he in Texas not too long ago? Just
Yeah.
Oh.
yes, yes.
Mhm. Yeah. He's probably like her. She's because
No,
they're both so sassy and they both won't
yeah.
take, yeah, they'd be great. That'd be a great
That's
combo.
awesome.
So those are my oh, I had one more political one that I came up with when we were talking about other countries. So I just saw somewhere, I don't know how true it is, that France, the country of France, is thinking of trying to put Elon Musk in jail for election interference. It was just like a random thing I saw. I was just wondering if there was any
Oh,
truth, if what your
I was
guides say, if
not
there's like any
aware of that. I was not aware of that. What
so,
I would
but
say immediately is that would be at the EU level if something like
hmm
this happens, but it could be at the suggestion of what country. So let's just would what would happen to Elon Musk if there's some sort of Hmm, wow, there's something very strange here. The moon again, so
the
the shape
moon is big
of the
today.
shadow.
Hmm.
The Four of Swords, when you want to put someone into a jail, that would be that card, Four of Swords.
Right.
And the Six of Swords. That's interesting. Sorry, those cards are a bit dark, but I like the imagery. They're like a painting. Um, to me, with Musk, that Six of Swords, I've always saw him that he would have to leave the US.
Hmm. He has to
So
go
I
somewhere. I
don't know
see
if it's
that.
for that purpose. It's almost like those cards, they don't necessarily say that it's because of European action, but they validate, in
Hmm.
my view, that he's gonna have to leave the US for his own protection and be quiet
yeah.
somewhere, wherever that quiet
Hmm.
somewhere means.
I don't think we're the only election he interfered with. I could see it. I think he's a little
Canada
snake.
went after him, didn't they?
I love
Did
Canada.
I
Yeah.
think Canada went after him for interfering up there.
What's it?
Mm.
Elbows up, right? Is that their motto? Elbows up.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
elbows
it.
up.
Elbows up.
I like it.
Those were my political ones. I do have a spiritual one,
Yeah, let's
and
do
this
that
is
one.
awesome. This is something that you and I have kind of talked about a little
Yeah.
bit, but I was wondering what your the thought process was. So I just to give people background, I do these psychic fairs, these metaphysical fairs, and I found out that there's like people there that practice baneful witchcraft on other vendors to make them not successful. It's a thing. They call it like the Kansas City Witch Wars. It's terrible. And I don't understand why some of these people that do this, they're really successful. And I don't understand why, like, where's the karma? Like, so am I like misreading karma? So, like, what are your thoughts and like your team saying on why these people are so successful? Why aren't we seeing like karma come when they're harming these innocent people? Did I phrase that okay? I know
Yeah,
sometimes I
yeah,
don't.
I get, and I think
So,
we're gonna take kind of a step back from your example to talk about karma in general. My view on this is that yes, whatever you put in a certain way, you put out and you receive. But I, we all have experience. You with your personal experience, it's not immediate. It can take a long time.
mm,
It can, you're not gonna see this coming back to them at the next fair. It just doesn't work that way. It could, but it
mhm,
usually doesn't work that way because that karmic lesson will more or less align with their life lesson and it's going to amplify some sort of other problem or at a time that's more likely to make sense to them. So
mhm,
it's not like it doesn't. it doesn't work like that. I mean, the obvious is Trump. If karma
Yeah.
was working in seconds, then he wouldn't be where he's at. That kind of tells you how I feel. It
Yeah.
it will happen, but it doesn't necessarily happen at right in the moment.
But
Would
can't
that
light
would that
workers have protection against them? Don't they, can't the vendors have protection against to block that?
We're
Yes, of
working
course.
on it.
More
I'm working on
powerful.
it.
Yes,
I
Oh,
yes,
had to.
you can. Yes, I believe that you can
Yeah.
do a lot of protection rituals. There's a lot of ways to protect yourself from negative energies. It's as simple as that. But sometimes those energies can be so negative that they can indeed hurt you. And I know Carl unfortunately experienced that. Denise, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, about the karma and the she was asking about the karma. And you brought up about Trump, and the karma is that all these political people and lawyers and all this stuff that help him turn around and end up in prison. They end up broke. You look at Mike Lindell. I mean, that man lost billions because he
Exactly.
supported. So that
Look
would be the
at
karma because they
Giuliani
cheat
would
on
had
people.
Yeah, Rudy Giuliani who had a terrible car
Yeah.
accident, and
Hmm.
I immediately thought of that. Like, this is not a coincidence.
No, karma is kicking their butts. Karma's on our side right now, I think.
Yeah.
So
so,
Brenda,
so witches aren't more powerful than light workers, right?
Well, she got through Archangel Michael.
So how does that
I,
work?
this lady got through him. I have him put me in a bubble. I mean, so one of my mentors said, he's like, well, you weren't physically harmed. So therefore, Michael was still looking out for you. But like she did sabotage me and I did have like, a really bad fare. And it was almost like I was invisible. And she hit me in another fair too. It took me a couple fairs to figure out what was going on. Because I was just, I'm not, I'm just, I tried to stay positive and just being like there to help people. So that didn't even register. But I've been working on amping up my protection. I have a friend that's a voodoo priestess, and she's been helping me with like just not like with but helping send her team. She's like, I got my team. I'm gonna send them to watch you and just surround you. So
what I
I
would
have.
what I would always say, I think this can always benefit everyone here who listening, is whenever you feel like there's a negative energy, whatever, it could be as simple as, a neighbor or an ex-friend or someone. Don't try to wish them bad. Don't try to go head to head with them. What I would always suggest is pray or put your intention to a third party, Archangel Michael, Lady Justice, and ask them to take care of the issue on your behalf. You don't have to go yourself head to head with another entity. You don't want to fight Trump and just wish anything. Just ask Archangel Michael, just ask Lady Justice. Let's just ask a pure entity to work on your behalf.
Mhm.
This is the best way to A, they're more powerful than you, and two, don't put yourself in the middle of it. So in your case, you're having a conflict. Don't try to work yourself in the middle of this conflict. Ask a power entity to to help you to work on your behalf. Yeah, Brenda.
So I have a question about that. So if it's like a Wiccan group, and she does that with Archangel, that's still more powerful than the group, right? Would be if something like that happened,
I
like
didn't understand your question, Brenda.
uh, oh, no, okay, never mind.
No, 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 no.
I think
So,
she's asking, is the white light protection as good as the witches' protections that they conjure up? Is that what you're asking, Brenda?
yeah, like if it's a group, like a Wiccan group, like I don't know what they're called.
Yeah.
If
Which
if
is
they're working as a group, the archangel, the light would still be stronger
Oh, for
than the
sure, for
group.
sure. They're coming
Yeah.
from pure light. Yes, absolutely,
Mhm.
Brenda. They're coming from
Okay.
pure light. Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Yeah, no, of course. Yes.
interesting.
Thank God they are stronger than a group. Yes. Let's move to Denise's questions.
I don't have no. I'm sorry. This is what my show is like. I'm always cracking up with you. I just can't help it. It's just who I am. I have a time element one. This is
Mm.
not really, it is political, but it's not. It's more of a legal.
Oh,
On the 17th of December, Jack Smith is going to speak in front of Congress in a private meeting. He wanted to go public, and as far as I know of, they're refusing it. But anyway, but on the 19th is when Epstein files are supposed to be legally released.
see.
So on the 17th, if Jack comes out with all of his spew on what his documents that his investigation did, and then on the 19th, they released the Epstein files, and the winter solstice is on the 21st. We're talking some power movements right now.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm thinking on the 22nd or 23rd, Trump is going to go take a vacation and forget to come back because, he does have Alzheimer's. And this is entertainment purposes only. This is just my opinion. I'm just asking. But at the numbers just kind of like boom,
A line.
boom, boom.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think that he's going to jump on that big $400 million plane and just kind of go on a vacation and forget to come back before Christmas?
Um, Also, just curious, Denise, have you had the chance to discuss those dates with an astrologer just to kind of hear the astrology side of things for that, or just curious?
I listen to their
Hmm.
opinions and stuff, but I haven't directly talked to an
Okay,
astrologer.
okay, okay,
I
okay.
know
That
little,
part,
I don't know a lot yet. So this
um,
is just, this
yeah,
is my psyche.
yes,
This is
okay.
my gut feeling. This is
Hmm.
Oh.
what it is. And cards
My
I pull.
Oh.
my personal feeling is that no, I don't see him do that. Uh, but I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong if that helps everyone. But I don't get that. I don't get that. I see his energy in 26, for example.
See, I'm too close and involved in it. So I do more personal readings. I do political, but mostly personal because face it, I'm in Michigan. I'm on the border of Canada, I just I
Kyle,
ain't got far to go to get out of here, put
I
it
know,
that way.
I know. Kyle, you wanted to say something?
Oh, I just pulled a couple of cards when you were asking about so Jack Smith, he's really protected by angels right now. He's
Hmm.
being really protected. What I love about this deck is one of the angels looks like AOC. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of blurry, but
Yeah,
she
we
looks like
can see.
AOC.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
love
down
it.
on the bottom. Yeah.
Right? Doesn't she look like AOC? But he's really protected, which I'm glad because I do worry about him. But I don't know if it's gonna be in like the time frame like before. Because I know I do feel like Trump's gonna be around in 2026 a little bit, but our prayers are gonna be answered soon, y'all. Like it's coming. This is Archangel Sandalphon. Prayers are coming. I just don't think it's in our time. It's just not in the time we want. It's on spirit time. And spirit time is like we do what we want. So I don't know. It's about
Oh well.
Mhm.
I think it's coming soon.
Well, see, that's good. That's good news for me because I know I'm on the right path because I've been projecting his losing his power. That's what I have always
Mhm.
focused on since spring.
Mhm.
I was like, not his health, nothing like that. Mine was, when's he losing his power? When's he going to lose his power? So I'm going to say he's going
Okay.
to really start losing his power on December 22nd. It will
Okay.
be finished up on the 23rd, and he will be removed not long after that. And I think it's going to be a medical. I think they're going to say that he's just too ill to,
That feels
because
like
he's
a
only
Christmas.
working about 4 hours
Denise,
a day now.
Denise, that feels like a Christmas gift.
I know. I love it. So anyway, I'm not supposed to be predicting. I'm supposed to be
Oh,
asking.
you are absolutely welcome to predict and do anything you want here. What about your next question, Denise?
What is this thing about education? Mine's about education. Why are they trying to remove the degrees from the nursing industries and the education? They're removing all the degrees from the teachers and medical and all that.
No,
What is their motive? There is no logic to it,
I have a
but what is their
theory.
motive?
I have
You
an
have a theory.
intuitive
Okay.
theory.
Yeah,
I know it's not going to be pretty, so
yeah, it never is.
my
These guys.
theory is when you look a lot of those jobs, they tend to be more held by women.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep us home.
Yeah.
Barefoot and pregnant.
Yeah.
I got married at 16 the first
And we
week.
look back at the list of jobs that they're removing, the professional
Yeah.
titles,
Yeah.
etc. I hate to say this, but
No, you're right. Yeah. I
That,
thought it was they
okay,
wanted
that goes right into my next question. The women's suffrage, right there. It's really, let me see, I brought it up. Center for Reproductive Rights donate to fight the bans. They're attacking us medically. First, they started with abortion. They took that right away. Then they're taking our options to be able to support those babies. They're forcing us to have children. Then they're taking away any resources medically, home wise, babysitting. They're taking all that away. And women, now they're taking away their degrees for being able to afford to take care of their babies.
yeah.
What? I mean, the women's suffrage movement is alive and well.
This is part of the same plans. I mean, those discussions go back way back to Project 2025, go back to all those discussions. There's a plan behind it, and they're just following path of that. Head of household voting, women not being able to have a bank account.
Yeah,
Yeah.
taking our right to vote away by if a woman now what they're trying to pass. See, you can tell I spend way too much time.
Covenant
They're
marriage.
taking away our rights to vote. We have to be married. Once you're married, then your husband can vote for you, but you're not allowed to vote.
That's how, yes, head of household voting. And I mean, like, there's lots of videos and information of that. This sounds so crazy, but yet this is very real. So your whole stream of questions, Denise, it all ties to everything you said, whether it's education, voting, women's right, vote. It's part of it's not a coincidence. No, it's all connected behind the scenes.
Yeah, the medical is, that's like Blue Cross Blue Shield took away my plan I had. I'm on Medicare. You know how they all think Medicare is free for us? It's not. I have to pay out. Last year I was paying $177 a month. $177 a month. Now I'm paying $202 a month and got less coverage.
Yeah.
Welcome to America.
Brenda,
The
you had a
land
question.
of the free.
I was just going to say, all the things you were referring to is what Kamala Harris was saying when she's saying we're not going back.
Yes,
That's what
right.
she's referring to
yes, Brenda.
in one
You're
sentence.
absolutely right. She
That
talked
was
about that
right.
during the campaign. Let's not forget the campaign.
And she was going to give home buyers a $25,000 credit for
Oh,
their
that would have been
first home.
awesome.
Wouldn't it?
Yes,
You know how many people can't afford and have no vision of ever affording?
I know.
I'm 46 years old. I'm still renting. Like, we
Yeah,
can't. It's impossible with the interest
yeah.
rates. It adds like an extra $1,000 to the mortgage. We
Yeah,
can't do
yeah.
And then
that.
so much you have to collect for a down payment and all that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we still rent. My husband and I are like, we are gonna be able to afford a house. It's
It's
sad.
so,
Two incomes can't afford a home.
I know.
Yeah.
Uh, Denise, maybe let's get to the next question.
That's it.
Oh,
Women's suffrage and NATO you answered earlier
yes, yes.
was
I thought you had maybe like a question about the environment.
Oh yeah.
yes, the environment. Uh, what's going up in the Arctic, happening up in the Arctic? They're up there, the Russians are up there doing stuff, and so is the United States. They're up there drilling for oil and
Yes.
shit.
Mm.
Is that going to continue?
Oh,
Biden stopped it.
okay. I got drilling, but this is, and that's actually very on point with other things that I've been saying. They're really after not just oil, but minerals.
Minerals,
Look
rare earth.
into, yes, rare minerals. Look into the Ukraine discussions. Lots of discussions about the mineral. Greenland, you remember those discussions
Yeah,
with minerals. This is also
Venezuela,
true
Venezuela
in
too, right?
Venezuela.
Yeah.
oil.
Thank you. So
They're after
there's
their
just
resources.
it's fascinating because yes, we're hearing words and using an intuition, but if you actually connect the dots with everything it's actually fairly easy to follow how the backstory works. Venezuela, you see the whole connection here, and I mean, obviously, not getting into the boat discussion, strikes discussion right now, but we know,
I
yes.
I have a philosophy regarding Putin and Trump. Trump wanted to take over Canada as the 51st state. Then he talks about
Mhm.
attacking Greenland. And then he meets Putin in Alaska, which Russia used to own Alaska, and they sold it to America back in 1800s or some point, early 1900s. Is that their plan to connect the countries together since we're only like 35 miles from Russia? When you go to
Uh,
Alaska, so you figure
Mm.
Trump wants to take over all of Canada. So he's already got Alaska. He wants to take over New Greenland and then be connected to Russia so that Russia would take over Ukraine and Europe and all that part of the country so that they could have, is this a plan that they've thrown around or somebody's brainstorming in their party?
I got I looked into this question. I don't know if there's an actual point for it. Might be in a long term. I don't see that short term. But what I got was trade routes and movements of trade. And
Mm.
so
Yeah.
controlling the territories will be allowed to control trades and bring those minerals, bring the oil. And so I feel like it's not just the territory, it's the trade routes.
So that's why they just put out those. I forgot what country. I want to say Russia. It might have been us, but I think it was Russia. Put brand new ice breaking ships up in that area
So,
recently.
yeah, not surprising. Not surprising. I think that's also, we might see some of, it's just something that I heard. We might see some of that in Central South America. I think this Venezuela thing is also a trade route
Mm.
discussion.
Yeah.
Remember the renaming the Gulf of
Of
America,
Mexico.
yeah, I think there's something there brewing. Um, on that note, I wanted to thank every single one of you, Brenda,
Thank you.
Kyle, and Denise, for your fantastic questions and your participation. Brother, thank you for coming again to the show. And please, if you're watching us, go subscribe, check Skyle's and Denise's channels. If you want to continue these discussions and the fun and their
Yeah.
reading, personal readings or political on their channels, please join me and go to their channel. Thank you so very much. Welcome
Thank
again
you.
to Meet the Psychic Press. If you want to be on the show, email me and we'll have another episode. Bye, everyone. Have a
Thank you.
Bye.
This was
wonderful
so fun. Thank
day.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.